and exercise your right to the best prices for top beam furniture and mattresses.
Right, let's go on, everybody. I am Double D. Welcome to the Quaker Steak 400 presented by Walmart. They're racing at Atlanta Motor Speedway. They named it Echo Park Speedway, but don't worry, we're not going to name that here. And they're racing tonight. And only thing I know about the race is Joey Logano's on pole, which I really despise. But we're going to see if NASCAR can upload the starting grid in a moment. I'll see what the starting grid is so I can read it off. But yeah, I think my prediction in the chat is obvious. I think it's going to be Ryan Blaney because Ryan Blaney is really good at restrictor plate tracks, and he has one of the best average finishes at restrictor plate tracks. So this is one of them. And he's usually there at the end, more than likely. So that's why I picked Blaney. Okay, come on, NASCAR. Can you upload your NASCAR's really there we go. Live leaderboard. Got it. Okay, so we got Joey Logano and Josh Berry first and second. Ryan Blaney third, Austin Cindric fourth. Wow, pretty much Team Penske 1 through 4. Yeah, I'm not surprised the Fords are going to be really fast tonight. Then you got Ryan Preece fifth, Brad Keselowski sixth. Tank Plus winning Pocono, but his pit crew made a lethal mistake. And then seventh, you got Cole Custer. Eighth, you got Zane Smith. Ninth, Alex Bowman. 10th, Chase Briscoe, the only Chevy and Toyota starting in the top 10. Then you got Larson in 11th, getting better at these plate tracks. 12th, Austin Dillon. 13th, Chris Buescher. 14th, Ty Dillon. 15th, Chase Elliott, my favorite driver. 16th, Ty Gibbs. 17th, Todd Gilliland. 18th, William Byron. 19th, John Nemechek. 20th, Riley Herbst. 21st, A.J. Allmendinger. 22nd, Justin Haley. 23rd, Tyler Reddick. 24th, Bubba Wallace. 25th, Corey LaJoie. 26th, Eric Jones. 27th, Noah Gragson. 28th, Christopher Bell. 29th, Kyle Busch. 30th, Carson Hocevar. 31st, Daniel Suarez. 32nd, Michael McDowell. Denny Hamlin did not qualify good again here at Atlanta. He's starting 33rd. 34th, Ross Chastain. 35th, SVG. 36th, Zillage. 37th, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 38th, BJ McLeod. 39th, Cody Ware. And David Starr in 40th. So it's a full 40 field for tonight's race. Cannot wait.
Appreciate you giving us some time. Oh, good luck. Starting lineup continues to roll bottom of the screen.
Hey, if anyone's watching, does my audio sound good? I believe it should be.
We heard from Denny Hamlin earlier, starting all the way in the back, was trying to be patient. He's starting next to one of the most aggressive drivers in Ross Chastain, location 16 back there, row 17. SVG, the big winner at the road course of Mexico City, starting next time. It looked like a young phenom, Ladle, Connor Zillage, so much pace. And then Ricky Stenhouse Jr. all the way back in row 19. He circled this race as an opportunity for him to clutch his ticket to the playoffs. We'll keep an eye on him tonight. 20 rows in total, 40 cars. We don't see 40 all the time. Take a crazy race on a small track and jam even more cars in it.
Oh, it's about to start, Frank. It's about to start in like 5 minutes. They're literally doing pace laps right now. It's always a rush for me to get on these live streams. And if you guys notice that my hair is waving a little bit, I have a fan right next to my computer because it kind of gets hot in here sometimes. So don't mind it. William Byron running that same scheme he won the 500 in. I'll bring him good luck tonight.
One of the best finishes for Kyle Busch this year came right here at Spring 27. He needs another one tonight. A two-time champ is now way below the playoff cut line, and he needs a win or at least a good run tonight.
Yeah, watch Kyle Busch be aggressive tonight. This is pretty much the only chances that an RCR car can win. Is that the plate tracks now. Even with how skilled Kyle Busch is, that car can't even get far at all.
what to do. He starts 29th, Marty Snyder.
Alan, when I talked to Billy Scott, the crew chief for Tyler Reddick this afternoon, I asked him, what do you need to accomplish tonight? He said, honestly, we just have to stop the slide. Tyler Reddick has lost 33 points to the cut line in just the last 3 races. And as Scott told me, listen, we would love to win a race before the regular season is up. But our main goal
So I definitely predict that. As I was saying, I definitely think Ryan Blaney's going to win. He's usually there at the end. So definitely going to win. Okay.
Talladega Super Speedway. Now we get our race analysis for this evening.
It's a 1.5-mile track, but it doesn't race like any other 1.5-mile tracks in NASCAR.
I couldn't really watch practice at all. I could only see I can only see the grid, how it is. And this is one of Logano's best tracks. He's got I think he's won here 3 times, I believe. He's won here and
Let's do our race know-how presented by Napa Auto.
I think he's won here twice, actually. But this is one of his best tracks.
Goodyear tires are not as big a priority here as other racetracks, and all come down to that Sunoco fuel. Be efficient when you're on pit road.
There's been a lot of things happening around you as a driver on this racetrack. Communication from your spotter will be so important.
So that'll be 260 laps, 60 laps in this stage.
Also, a little help, a little luck. We're going to talk about pushers in row 2 on these restarts. You're going to need people to commit to you, to push you into the lead, clear into the lead on restarts, as well as we're racing around this racetrack 3, 4, 1.
That was one thing. I'd rather be lucky than good anytime. I have a lot of luck. I take a lot of luck.
It served me well in my life. I'll take lucky every time because I am no good. Let's go a little pep talk. Team radio number 7, Justin Haley.
Eddie, I've had about 2 energy drinks already. I'm wound up. Okie dokie, that's good to know. But yeah, let's make it happen.
Please tell me, Dale, you haven't had any energy drinks because you've been on the chip all week long in anticipation of this race.
I made that mistake one time in Martinsville, and ended up the car looked like it ran 500 miles after only 100 miles. So keeping on that 7 car, he's going to be full of action tonight. And 100 was a stretch because I remember on lap 20, he told me to write the notes. Hey, take your notes out. I thought I was getting some car info. He goes, we got to cut down on the energy drinks before the start of the short track.
Logano goes inside lane, and we talk about the starting lineup.
Logano starting on the inside. He got Josh Berry on the outside. He's going to pick up his teammate of Ryan Blaney in the 12, right behind him.
Miami, as Dale mentioned earlier, trying to be patient, but you can't wait too long. You have to go right off the start. You have to get positions. Everyone knows track position matters. You just can't wait until we're near the end of the race and then you magically leapfrog your way to the front. And as you look in front of this field, you see nothing but Fords. They've dominated in qualifying here. They've done really well winning a lot of stages. Also, they just haven't been able to finish the race.
We should have some guests on Discord tonight, so we'll see if that happens. Tyler Reddick is making his 200th start tonight. So that's an interesting step.
In Atlanta. Yeah, you see the stage wins, laps led. They really are really strong here, but it seems like when it really comes down to taking the high risks, everybody's game, and somebody else finds a way to victory lane. So we'll see. The champ, Joey Logano, starts on the pole.
Okay,
Josh Berry.
so side by side
It's race day in the
at Atlanta Motor Speedway in the middle of summer. We got Joey Logano in the 22. End off the last race of Pride Month in the 22 car. Logano and Berry side by side. Green flag is in the air. We're racing at Atlanta. Okay, Logano picks up Josh Berry on the outside. And he's going to take Josh Berry to the inside. And it looks like he's going to lead lap 1 here. We know these Penske cars, kind of like RCR and Xfinity, are going to be dominated here. So it's going to be a challenge to see who can get past them.
Number 6 outside lane. Brad Keselowski trying to make a move, jump up inside the top 5. There he is.
Okay, Logano is right in front of Josh Berry right now. Austin Cindric's in second. Blaney is dropped back to fourth. And I think coming on the outside is Brad Keselowski in the number 6. He's one of the Fords I think that can compete with Penske cars. I think he's getting the push by his teammate Ryan Preece up at the top. Trying to lead that outside line and get side by side with him. Yeah, 3 Penske cars are pretty much separated from part of the field, and it seems like Blaney's starting to catch up now. I just hope it's not Penske domination tonight. That'll drive me insane.
Looks like his teammate, the 60 Priest, is now behind the 6 car. I loved your line in the drone map, a supercomputer. That's what the drivers needed to have. You see instantly why. Every movement has to be just.
And now Keselowski side drafting Ryan Blaney right there. Already out to lap 5.
Looking for victory for the first time this year. 41 Cole Custer.
I might not be a fan after all.
At a high level lately, and right behind him, the 5 of Kyle Larson, the driver that doesn't always enter the conversation when we're racing in the draft. Won a stage here earlier this year, and they're getting closer and closer to winning at this style.
Well, they got out of the car the last time they raced in Atlanta and said, I had a lot of fun. That's the attitude. When you start having fun at these races, that's when they start going well.
Penske is still 1, 2, 3, 4.
On the outside of the 12.
Keselowski's still trying to side drive Blaney for 4th.
To the back bumper of that 6 and giving the momentum. The 6 gets close,
but man, those Penske cars so far are just stuck out front.
Gets a little tight, has to come out of the gas.
I don't really think everybody's going to challenge that much
Push the 12 clear.
because it's really early in the race, and you do not want to lose it this early.
So clear, you can start a little bit.
Top 4, now top 5, nose to tail at the front. Blaney slides in line. There's Keselowski behind him. And now it's the 60 of Priest, 41 of Custer side by side.
Watching as a driver, I'm seeing the outside line continue to prevail. So I'm going to be a little bit worried about being in the inside line. They don't have the numbers as well. They're about 1 car down on the inside line. That 41 hanging on the inside of the 60 there. Cole Custer, they had a great run over the past couple of weeks, showing a little bit of speed. Been a tough year for that 41. You see the 5 jump in the outside.
Yeah, Cole Custer right now is running top 10. He's qualified in the top 10 the past 2 races at Pocono and Atlanta.
Larson and Cole down there by themselves. Here comes the 48, a teammate. Bowman to the bottom of the racetrack. You see a little bit more gap between the cars.
There's a bigger gap now between the Penske cars and the rest of the field now. They're all trying to get away from the rest of the pack. Now, Josh Berry's not a Penske car, but he's Penske affiliated engine, so I call him a Penske car.
With Roger Penske in the house, you couldn't draw it up better for Team Penske. Qualified 1 through 4, went down 1 through 4 on the track. And Junior had a very interesting conversation with Joey Logano before the race on their theory of why they want to lock out top 4 spots if they can. And he told me he thinks it's a bigger advantage here at Atlanta if they can run 1 through 4 than it is Daytona or Talladega. He said single file or double file. Do you agree with Joey's take on that? That when they can run 1 through 4 as Team Penske, they can control the field a little bit better.
Absolutely. They're in a really, really good spot. And again, I think this racetrack is going
Hamlin is trying to push SVG in the back.
Uncomfortable for the drivers. We're right on board here. You can hear the guys lifting.
It's like Nemechek almost got into the wall right there.
Check this out. Looking back at Danny Hamlin. I'll draw right here and give you some things.
I think Hamlin will eventually make his way up to the front, but the Gibbs cars just do not qualify well here. They do race well, though.
It's his rear view camera. Just watch. First of all, I don't think he's blinked since we've been on board. I mean, look how wide those eyes are. But then just watch. He will look down to his right, up to the mirror, over and over and over again. Every lap, every corner exit. Also listen to him lifting out of the gas. Back here in the dirty air, back to the pack. Not confident to drive that car down in the corner full throttle. Got the telemetry right there at the top of the screen. Rolls a little bit out of the throttle right there.
That's the magic is the minimum speed. You know, I know 185.
Oh, that was Eric Jones. I apologize about that. Almost hit the wall.
In the middle of the corner, you're still running 180.
Nemechek usually drives the Dollar Tree scheme, but it's Eric Jones today.
I just think we're going to see a little bit of a different type of a race than we expected because the cars just aren't handling quite as well, don't have quite the grip that they're used to. Now, as it gets colder, we get later into the night, that's going to improve somewhat. But you can already see this field starting to space out just a little bit. We're going to have cars that handle really good and cars that are going to really struggle here in another 10 or 15 laps.
Joe Logano qualified on the pole. He's led the first 12. In fact, he's led the last 6 races here in Atlanta. Top 5, Logano, Berry, Cindric, Blaney, and Zane Smith.
That's the Logano still in the lead.
But that was pretty complex. We came up with the catchy line.
And no, I'm not turning up the Ride to Dente out loud. That played so much during Fox. And TNT better not be like Fox where they show so many commercials. But here's where everybody's running so far. So we got Joey Logano, Josh Berry, Austin Cindric, Blaney, 1, 2, 3, 4. Blaney just made it past for third. We spoke. We got Zane Smith, Alex Bowman, Brad Keselowski, Ryan Preece, Kyle Larson, and William Byron in the top 10. Seems like Chase Elliott is behind in 11th too, so Hendrick cars are trying to work together to get to the front here. Right now we are on lap 16 of 60 in stage 1. 260 laps in this entire race.
This Xfinity Wi-Fi is
The Wi-Fi is booming like a
At NAPA, we're the pros that know how to make your business our business. Pros everywhere you need us. With every
Seems like they're passing lap traffic now.
Stock your shop in Orange County, California.
Is that Justin Haley they're passing?
To oil filters for your fleet in Orange County, Florida. Each wide-
Oh, that's David Starr going a lap down in the 66.
Service, all driven by one mission: to keep businesses big, small, and everything in between.
The entire field besides David Starr is 5 seconds in a blanket with Cody Ware in 39th. Sometime I think it's illegal for Cody Ware to be racing, but here we are.
You know what else is no interest? Me. I'm still in the 28 car.
More savings, more flexibility. The rewarding and trusted way to pay. PayPal.
Welcome to a whole lot more on the line. More drivers going head to head means more stakes, more grit, and more to prove. The challenge is on. 32 drivers enter $1 million showdown. 5 races of bracket-busting matchups. More pressure, more race.
Yeah, but this is the first race of the in-season challenge too. If you saw in my community post on YouTube, I predicted Chase Elliott was going to win the whole thing. He's remained consistent with his finishes. I haven't seen him get one bad finish. He may finish like top 15 most of the time, but I mean, this competition, it matters on who can get the best finishes.
Unlimited data for fans of Fast, official partner of NASCAR. 19 laps in, stage 1 here.
But now it seems like Brad Keselowski and others have finally caught up to some of the Penske cars. And then they get that great acceleration throughout 30 and 4 and pull away again.
In the back, have gone nowhere, including Tyler Reddick, who's only gained 1 spot. What's going on with the 45? Listen in.
Really tight. Copy, really tight. I'm above the nose wall, so wall.
So, Junior, what I find interesting, that comment of really tight came on lap 2. I'm hearing more comments about ill-handling race cars way earlier in a run in Atlanta than I have ever heard. We're on lap 20, and I don't know that I've heard one driver that's happy with his car again. Why is that the case this time around.
I just think the track.
Yeah, so it's pretty much single file for the top 10. Now Kozlowski's trying to look. Pass on the bottom, and Priest is going to go with him. But what about anybody else? Oh, here's Carson Hocevar to the top 10. You know, he's going to be aggressive tonight.
We've got some people that have struggled. Briscoe's lost 26 spots. We talked about
Side drafting on William Byron at the moment, and now he's under Ryan Priest.
So big movers though, the 77. Yeah, you said who hit it?
And teammates, 3 wide, Bowman, Byron, and Larson.
Bottom of the racetrack.
What about that car, Alan?
And just
Byron's going to clear him right behind. Yeah, we got those Chevys working together. This is what you need if you're going to beat the Fords. You need a manufacturer to work all together. Because those Penske cars are strong.
Something of a lightning rod, maybe too aggressive, something like you're saying. His crew chief said he likes the aggression because if he can be aggressive early, his driver Carson Hocevar is learning what he'll need to do late in this race to possibly hit that checker flag.
If this is an LDL 77, I'm running it in pencil. It's not going in because this thing is flying. You might not like it, but there's 35 or 36 others I would love to have what the 77 has right now.
Fords continue to dominate, but the Chevrolets are starting to show up in the back of the top 10. Some of those Chevrolets being the 5 and the 24. Larson and Byron right there. And their teammates.
And Chase Elliott's right behind Carson Hocevar, pushing him to the front.
To make it uncomfortable for the Fords. We're not just going to let you sit here in line. You're going to have to defend.
There they go, outside lane. Saw Larson getting pushed through by Byron. Is you're right on board with Chase Elliott. He's got the Chevy of Carson Hocevar in front of him. And as we talk Chevys, let's give some love to Austin Dillon. This is the Napa Know-How onboard camera.
Love this shot down. You can look
Austin Dillon's in the top 10.
rear diffuser, that carbon fiber piece.
Like I said, don't be surprised those RCR cars are going to try to run up front tonight. Because they're pretty good at play tracks, but just anywhere else, they're mediocre or worse.
That's like you just cleared yourself. I'm guessing there was not a lot of room there.
Well, you take a risk like Byron is right now to run to the bottom of the racetrack. If you can get cleared or somehow get saved by somebody with a little help behind, that's going to work. Right here, he's going to lose.
Byron's trying to side draft Blaney right now.
He's going to force his way in. That's what you've got.
But Blaney's staying strong on that outside.
Check what's yours. Now he's still hung to the inside of his 12. Not going to clear Blaney. Down the front straightaway, he's at a risk to lose spots. Here comes a 77. He's hoping to look. He's looking in the mirror. Hey, 77, Hocevar, help me out. Don't go 3 wide, Hocevar.
And Hocevar going 3 wide on Byron and
Don't care.
I think that's Kozlowski. And now he's leading the line that's trying to challenge the Fords.
He is fearless.
What a move by Hocevar.
And everybody mad at him at the end of the race.
Yeah, Hocevar doesn't care. He wants to win this race.
Looks like he's going to pick right up where he left off.
But he may not have to feel mad at him before the race. So he doesn't have a whole lot to come. Now the 24 stuck in the middle. And those are the moves that frustrated that 22-year-old Hocevar. He doesn't care. He drives like he's 22. He doesn't feel like he owes anybody anything. That frustrates some of the veterans. Now Byron kind of making that middle work, but here 2 teammates stuck side by side. Hocevar says, what I do wrong?
And now Kozlowski's ahead of Hocevar.
Kozlowski making moves to the inside with Penske teammates down into turn 3.
Saw Chase Elliott side by side with Austin Dillon. That's one of our opening round matchups in the in-season challenge. And Hocevar head-to-head with Ryan Blaney. They're both up there racing in the front of the field.
Yeah, I think that's what was the most frustrated with the last time we were here in Atlanta is the 12 and the 77 seem to continue to find each other on the racetrack. They found each other in the bracket as well.
Oh, the 24, Byron got a little loose off the 2. Gathers it up. Things are getting busy. Oh, Byron at the top of the 77. What a move.
I think this is stupid how these Chevys are racing right now. They keep shuffling each other, trying to be the leader of trying to get to the Penske cars. But you need to follow Kozlowski because that's who's trying to get up there to pass these Penske cars, and they keep shuffling, getting their momentum killed. Oh, here comes Kozlowski under Josh Berry. He is trying to challenge for second now. Getting closer to try to challenge Logano, but that's a slide up in third. Yeah, Kozlowski using all the runs he can, as he is now on the outside.
Hunt Brothers onboard camera riding with Joey Logano.
And now Logano goes to block the top. That's interesting. As Josh Berry's. Oh, now Logano goes down the block. Logano can block aggressive too. That's the annoying thing about him too. I mean Logano, excuse me. Surely they won't let Logano dominate this stage. I hope not. And here comes Keselowski for second. Getting closer and closer to Logano. He's got to slide up in front of Berry if he's going to have a shot to pass him. And that's what he does. Keselowski sliding up in second. And now going to the bottom of Logano. Well, Logano blocks. Remember, they're racing for stage points, not only to win. And also, $1 million because of the in-season tournament that lasts 5 races.
A diagnosis doesn't define it. Even ATT or cardiac amyloidosis has gone a long way.
Whew.
Your path is never set in stone. You charge to it. So I would like to
Sinuses are kind of stuffy today. Must be allergies.
you have the power of choice. Atrubi is an oral medicine used to treat adults with ATTRC to reduce death and hospitalization related to heart problems. People take Atrubi so an impact on health-related quality of life and are 50% less likely to be hospitalized for heart issues, giving you more chances to do what you love with who you love. Tell your doctor if you're pregnant, plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding, and about the medications you take. The most common side effects are mild and included diarrhea.
And they don't show side by side like Amazon Prime, so that sucks. And there is a caution. We don't know what for. Let me see what it says on the timeline, what the caution's for. It just says he leads the race under caution. No report of what the caution's for. NASCAR, how could you not tell? I'm going to thumbs down for that, because how can you not tell what the caution's for? It's pretty annoying. We definitely can't see it today because TNT likes commercials.
Inside the race with Max on the NASCAR driver cam presented by DraftKings Sportsbook and Straight Talk Wireless. Access every in-car camera with real-time driver data, multi-view options, and full team audio. Watch NASCAR driver cam all season long. Only on Max. I needed a deep breath. The drivers needed one. Just a hint of a rain shower, so we're under caution.
For rain. Small rain shower. There was a rain delay that did happen last night in Xfinity. And that race went into late into the night. But I won't forget, like around this time, they were also racing at Atlanta. I think it was in July, Saturday night, but it just kept raining, and we didn't even get to see the whole race because it got called off early. And William Byron won that one. That was in 2023. See how big of a shower it is. And AccuWeather does not want to show their radar for me.
Don't settle for less.
No, I don't want to see an ad.
Data from Straight Talk. More reasons
That's
to
pretty
have-
annoying.
More reasons to share. And when you spend less with Straight Talk, you can get more moments to yourself by getting something for them. Switch to Straight Talk and get a free 5G phone on
I don't think it's enough rain to postpone it. It looks like a significant amount. They might. Hopefully, they don't lose the track. Yeah, caution for weather. Oh, now they're showing side by side. They do it whenever there's a caution, but not when they're actually racing. Got it, TNT.
Moving this summer, Pods is the most awarded container moving company. Pods brings the container to you. Then we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure pod storage center. And you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Look at pods.com. Sarah, Benzine, Randy,
Let's take a look at the top 10.
FLC. Yeah, she sold the twins' baby. Oasis Freeze 10 and Star.
So your top 10's Logano, Austin Cindric, Josh Berry, Brad Keselowski, William Byron, Carson Hocevar, Kyle Larson, Ryan Preece, Christopher Bell, and Ryan Blaney. Your top 10. And my favorite drivers are Chase Elliott, SVG, and Kyle Busch running 11th, 23rd, and 25th.
This is such a prestigious place and such solid ground. History of NASCAR Crown Jewel event features the NASCAR Xfinity Series Enjoy 250. This is the Brickyard in Indianapolis. This is the coolest racetrack in the world. Don't miss the stars of NASCAR Drive for a chance to kiss the race. Regular weekend tickets available now at IMS.com.
Now wait till the Brickyard 400 in a few weeks.
Back at Echo Park Speedway, it's race 18 in 2025, the first event in our in-season challenge. Some really good matchups on the board. One I would highlight top left, Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski. That's fun. This is just one more ingredient in the blender, too, right? This place is already chaotic, and we're just going to see so much movement. You see right here, I call this the Hamlin region. Right now, look at brackets by regions. He's the number 1 seed up against Dylan Busch, Keselowski, the heavyweight battle. Really, I had very few of the people in brackets that I think were automatic. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's tough, especially in this race. A lot of opportunity though, so there's going to be any kind of action in the middle of the race that was to take out a lot of the drivers or a lot of competitors. We're going to see some upsets happen. This region here coming up next is the Gauntlet, and I agree with Parker. Clearly in the upper right, they had all the stack of drivers in one section. We look at this Briscoe, last week's winner, Byron, Blaney, Larson, and Reddick. I mean, look at this path for any of these drivers to make it. You're going to have to continue to knock off some big things. Down the lower right, several good matchups here. Al and Allmendinger, and both of those guys have pretty good average finishes. So, I mean, none of these are real easy toss-ups. I have a hard to tell you when you said you had Busher picked that I had Yellow to beat them here. So we deviate. We had one round.
So they're probably going to have pit stops, but
The races earlier crazy here, and then we go to 2 events on the road. Here's Marty Snyder.
He may be the number 2 seed, but Seed mentioned that Chase Briscoe started 10th, and he wound up, way back as the last car in the lead lap in 39th. What's going on to lose 29 spots? Listen. Boy, I tell you what, Steve, what does James Small do? Because the comment that came from Chase Briscoe's mouth when the caution came out, he said, James, it's so bad it feels like the right rear totally is broken on our car. And Junior, lose condition like that in the draft, boy, that cannot be fun.
Well, the only thing I will say is the way these cars work, they sit on these stops, internal shock stops on the back. So even something that sounds impossible to drive can be a small adjustment away from a huge improvement. You're looking at me like you don't believe that. My anxiety level is really high. Because I can hear how bad this car is, and it's going to take a major swing.
Yes, it sounds like Chase Briscoe's not liking his car, and it sounds like having major issues. But you could adjust it, and you could make your car better, or you could make it worse.
For adults with obesity, Zepbound means change.
It's changing what I believe is possible when it comes to weight loss.
Zepbound helps adults with obesity lose weight and keep it off. Don't take it for allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family have medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine reactivation syndrome type 2, tell your doctor if you get
All right.
swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction.
We're on lap 42 of 60 in stage 1.
Or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, depression, or suicidal thoughts before scheduling procedures with anesthesia. If you're nursing, pregnant, planning
Yeah,
to be-
Briscoe right now is running
Taking Zepbound with
in 39, so he's not doing good.
cause low blood sugar. Side effects include-
Let's see, did I predict that he would advance in the tournament? Hope not. I want to win $1 million.
Explore savings options today.
Let's see, Briscoe. Oh boy, I have him beating Noah Gregson. Maybe if Noah Gregson has issues too, Briscoe could beat Gregson. But I had him beating Gregson. Just have to see how the race plays out. How I picked my bracket, I made it based off of the consistency of the drivers and where most of them have been finishing in the top 5 and top 10. Or the ones that have momentum as well. Like, for example, a lot of people probably wouldn't pick John Hunter Nemechek over Josh Berry, but John Hunter Nemechek has gotten 2 top 10s the past 2 races, and Josh Berry has not gotten a top 10. So that's why I picked John Hunter Nemechek over him. That's an example of that. Yeah, and I had Chase Elliott going all the way. I think it's going to be between him and Ryan Blaney for the bracket. But this is a crazy thing, too. You could get knocked out in this type of race because it's a restrictor plate track. If you get involved in a big wreck, that's the tournament over for you. I mean, it has nothing to do with the playoffs, but you do want to win $1 million.
Go all the way in and say it's a full-on rain shower, but enough precipitation in NASCAR. So let's go ahead and pull the cars down pit road, and they're going to do some work to the track to make sure it's where it needs to be. So all that's happening is we're just over the halfway point, stage 1. Joey Logano starts on the pole and he's led the first 43 laps in this race.
Keep the drivers close because I think that it will be long before we get going again. I want to talk to Joe Logano if I can. I've been talking about his balance on his race car, and I want to hear straight from him, see if we can get him up on the radio. Joe Logano is Dale Jr., the guy in the booth. Got me?
Gotcha, what's happening?
Man, I have been hearing some rumors that your car is not comfortable and you're leaving the race with clean air. Is that true?
It could always be better. You know, that good.
Looks like they parked him on pit lane, I believe.
It's got speed, there's no doubt about that. The auto trigger must be fast up from here.
So, maybe you're going to go under red flag for a little bit.
Well, there's been a lot of people complaining more than normal, and racetrack was going to change and evolve over the years, and we're 7 races in on the new configuration. And there's a lot of people struggling in the back of the pack. So kind of wondering, I know you've not been in traffic, but have you noticed a change in the racetrack from the last time we were here?
Well, it makes it feel better to hear that. You never know when you're out here what everyone else is feeling and what they're doing. But yeah, but it's hot out too, and obviously the sun goes down and this little rain shower is passing through. It's gonna cool it off some as well. So I expect the rain to kind of fall.
Okay, they're saying it's going to be a short rain shower. We'll see if that happens.
Deere Foundation is auctioning these off. Joey's going to sign those. There's 70 pairs that the drivers have worn this weekend, and I'll sign them as well. And we'll race them for the Nationwide Children's Hospital. Thank you, Joey.
Feel like being a white there.
Well, man, I hope y'all get racing soon. I know you're ready to get this thing going, and keep it up front.
All right, man. Thanks. Anyway.
Did you see him laughing in there? He couldn't hear us laughing, so he was actually laughing at his own joke.
He was.
Hey, we got a pair up here. This is cool, and I love this that the other day you decided to take your gloves from when you were a crew chief last weekend.
Y'all talked me into
I know we did. We just
I got decided. It's make me feel obligated.
live on the air. Here's a novel idea.
Say no.
That's right.
I dare you. Say no.
So I've worked with Nationwide for a long time and still work with them and the Nationwide Children's Hospital. And me and my wife Amy have a fund that supports a lot of things in terms of that deal with brain injuries and other things that a lot of kids have to go to.
All right, let's look through the running order.
And so we've done the Growth Plus program.
Then I got to go take a break real quick. Excuse me.
Some are limited on how.
Got Logano, Cindric, Barry, Brad Keselowski, William Byron, Carson Hocevar, Kyle Larson, Ryan Preece, Christopher Bell, Ryan Blaney, Chase Elliott, Alex Bowman, Austin Dillon, Ty Gibbs, John Nemechek, AJ Allmendinger, Ty Dillon, Zane Smith, Ty Gilliland, and Chris Buescher in 20th. Then you got Bubba Wallace, Daniel Suarez, SVG, Ross Chastain, Kyle Busch, Tyler Reddick, Eric Jones, Riley Ertz, Noah Gregson, and Corey LaJoie. That's your top 30. Top 20, excuse me.
Fingers are trembling, no longer in the stress. Hey, if Logano's Vanna White, what?
No, that is your top 20, 30. That's your top 30. Apologize. Then you got 31st, McDowell, 32nd, Stenhouse, 33rd, Denny Hamlin, 34th, Cole Custer. Man, he fallen to the back. I wonder what happened to him earlier. 35th, Justin Haley, 36th, McLeod, 37th, Connor Stillage, the rookie, 38th, Cody Ware, 39th, Chase Briscoe, who's been having problems with his car potentially, and 40th, David Starr. Only car 2 laps down. Everybody else is on the lead lap. Okay, guys, I'll be right back.